The Expo was awesome. The city of Philly was awesome. We had some rough weather on Friday, but it was still a great time. Check-in was really easy. Actually, the line wasn't too bad at all. They got us in and out quick. The vibes were in the air. You could feel it. That was the biggest race, the most people I've seen, and the actual first real expo I've been to. It was awesome to see how everything went together, how many people were actually there and involved in running. Just being in Philadelphia, finally, after waiting for it since April, had a certain essence. Welcome to Philadelphia, guys. We got here yesterday. We checked in, got our bib. I just got done with my shakeout run. It's Saturday, November 23rd. The race is in the morning at 7 a.m., November 24th. We've put in all the work. I think it's going to be a good day tomorrow. It's going to be exciting. Hang out today, shake the nerves, and get ready for in the morning. Woke up on Saturday at 9 a.m., done my shakeout run, and then probably until 3 p.m. I was on my feet. Lots of steps, lots of walking around. I didn't really want to be, but we were having a good time, and it was hard not to feel the energy of the race weekend. So for food on Saturday, I had a bagel, just a bagel. Ate that. We went and got a coffee. I had a muffin, just trying to get a lot of carbs. I had a protein shake and a protein bar around lunchtime. We did end up going and getting a Philly cheesesteak. That was the real lunch that we had. After that, I had another bagel while I was waiting for dinner to come around. Later that evening, we ended up going to a German restaurant. It was really good in Fishtown. I got some pasta and some soup, and my sister ordered just a pretzel. So just got a lot of carbs in there at the end. Finished eating around 6:30 p.m. So my body had plenty of time to digest it, and I'd be good to go in the morning, not feeling too full. So the race plan originally was to shoot for a 3 hour and 16-minute marathon, but the overall goal was sub 3:20. I'm used to running half marathons. I've done several runs over 20 miles this year. I knew what it felt like at tempo speeds, and I knew what my body could do. There was a lot of downhill in the course, but it was 100-foot uphill, 100-foot downhill, and it was just consistent. Fortunately, my muscles were not able to hold that kind of pace and keep from being fatigued over those distances. So around mile 18, my legs were pretty much done. My hamstrings and calves were starting to cramp a little bit. Around mile 22, my legs hurt so bad that I began negotiating stopping myself. It was everything I could do to keep running. But at the aid station on mile 23, I finally decided to walk. I just needed a second, I felt like, to regain some momentum. So I grabbed a cup of water and I walked through the mile 23 aid station drinking the cup of water. And at the end, I started back again. The mile to go, I picked it back up and got back into the sevens. I can't tell you what happened in the last 4 miles, but I do remember when I stepped across, I threw my hands up, and I couldn't have been more happy to have stepped across that finish line and finally been able to sit down without eating myself alive in my head. But yeah, that brings this marathon prep to an end. Hundreds of days this year that I did not want to run. I had hundreds of lonely nights, hundreds of lonely mornings. I ran in the rain, I ran in the cold, I ran in the heat, I ran after 14-hour shifts at work. I ran before 14-hour shifts at work, and I did miss some runs. I was not perfect the whole year. Sometimes I skipped, and I felt bad, and I came back to it, and I didn't want to do it no more. But that's not really what matters. What really matters is that I did stick with it for the whole year, and I proved you can go from not being able to run a mile to being able to run a marathon in 11 months of training. I just want to say thank you to my family for coming, Edgar and my sister Summer for trying to follow me around on a bicycle, and I couldn't be more grateful for the opportunity that I have been given and having them there with me, and everyone at home also supporting me. Thank you guys.